Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, so what I was getting was that it wasn't that your what you eat is tied to the financial increase, though of course that would probably be helpful, but it felt like it was really your physical activity. And I'm connecting that to your chi, like your chi life force, right? And it the word that's really coming through is vitality. It's almost like I'm seeing like as you're running and the blood is pumping, or as you're building up cardio, as you're building up strength, it's I'm seeing like electricity. It's like your body is developing electricity in that way, and then it translates outside of you. It moves outside of you and attracts more financial abundance. um and I'm saying that to say specifically for you because not everybody is it that way, where exercise kind of creates this energetic abundance and flow. It's not that's everybody's not in that way. Some people I noticed have it where, if they have a good, healthy relationship, then their money works out. If, or maybe they have it something tied to what they eat, and then it also their money works out. Or if they have good friendships, then their money works out. Or if they have certain like levels of education, then so everybody, it's like, and I think it's like the differences that we have uh, pertaining to like almost like the zodiac signs, and when you have a chart, and not everything fits for everybody. But so for you, I'm specifically saying though that exercise, moving the body directly is in connection somehow with your finances. Um, and so that's one thing there. And the word I got
Okay.
was sport. I didn't even get the word yoga. And because I'm a yoga instructor, I do that. But I have also been an athlete all my life. And so when I'm tapping into this word sport, like it doesn't, I feel like if spirit wanted you to do yoga, the word yoga would have came through. It's sport. So I feel like maybe, I don't know if you're interested in tennis, like some kind of, I'm seeing like a community activity or some sort. And in that way to get your movement. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily like a private class. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily even a group class. It feels like it's a sport, an actual sport. I just heard Spirit say swimming as well. Swimming is another thing that Spirit wants you to get involved in, swimming. Um, so it sounds like water, like being around water would be very helpful for you too. Um, Twin. So now I want to address this word twin. So I got the word twin. Do you happen to have a twin, or because I have another idea of a feeling in me that I want to, okay, acknowledge. Okay, so it's not that, because the other one that I was feeling is um a twin spirit, like a twin. It doesn't even feel like a twin flame, like a romance or anything like that. I feel like there's a twin um soul around you that wants to connect. And I haven't been able to tell just yet if this is a past person or a spirit that is just around you, or if this is a actual person, living human being who is coming to you or is around you now. So I'm going to clarify on that for a second. So I'm going to ask Spirit, hold on. How is Kenya? Okay, so Spirit's telling me you're not married. Is that correct?
Yeah, I want to be.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Let me get you on this other. Okay, let me get you here. And this other one. Oh, you're not married. Okay. That's what Spirit was just telling me. You're not married. And so who is his twin? Okay. It feels like it's almost like a business partner. A business
Okay.
partner. Okay.
Okay.
So someone coming around, is this person, okay, Holy Spirit, is this person, this twin, this potential business partner, um, is this person alive today? Is this person living today? Okay. Okay, so it feels like this is a past person. This doesn't feel like it's a living person. Is there somebody? Okay, so I'm going to ask this. Spirit has Kingdom had anyone around her that recently has passed? Has Kingdom had anyone around her that has recently passed? Recently, like recently, like this last month. You had anybody pass recently this last month? No. Okay, so Spirit's telling me that no one around you has passed this month. Is that correct?
Oh goodness.
Like directly around you?
Directly around me? No, not directly around me.
Okay, meaning like I don't mean like a friend's family person that you know, or like um a like a second uh dairy family member. I mean like immediate within your immediate, like who you
Around me,
see
no.
most often, who you see
But
most often,
but
even if it is.
I
Go ahead.
do have a very close friend, love him to death. We got together recently and he proposed a business idea that we had been talking about for a while, and he wants my help to spurn this and believes that I believe there could be like some great financial implications with it because it'll be utilizing my creativity and helping him. And so, yeah.
Okay, you're saying this person passed or
No, he's
they're still.
alive. We got together
Oh, okay.
recently and he presented this to me.
Okay, maybe that is what is coming up then, because I don't, yeah, but I'm still not clear just yet if this person is pastor, because there's a twin, and then I'm also hearing business partner, so maybe these are separate. Um, because what I'm feeling like is that spirit's letting me know you have like a twin spirit around you. Okay, I got clarification on that. Yeah, so you have a twin spirit around you is what spirit's letting me know, and I'm not sure if that necessarily is meaning that you were supposed to be a twin and that just didn't happen in conception. Something happened in conception or in the process of, you mom being pregnant. Um, or necessarily it's this is meaning that it's like um, a twin soul, a twin spirit being. Now, so when something like this comes through, what what I know about twin beings is that, like, because I've met a twin um, being or person as a teacher in my lifetime so far. And we recognized each other as twins. And it wasn't a twin flame situation. It wasn't anything like that. This was like teacher student kind of like our spirit team um, in the spirit realm is as one energy and make agreements to play a certain role for each other. And it's like we're these kind of team that then goes onto the planet and we separate into from that one source energy into separate bodies to play the roles. So this person was playing as a teacher for me. I feel, and but sometimes these from what I learned, these spirits, they can not incarnate in this lifetime with you and just be a support outside of you. So you and your spirit makes this, you and their spirit makes this agreement where, okay, I'm going to be this time instead of last lifetime I was your mom and you were the son. Okay, this time I'm just going to stay here in the spirit realm and you're going to go down to earth and you're going to be the one that has to deal with all the earth things, But the role and the purpose is that of that is to, and I'm hearing Spirit tell me this specifically for you, this twin is there for you to develop your psychic skills with, for you to
Mm.
practice connecting with that which is unseen.
Well, I know my mother miscarried her first child.
Okay. Okay. Well, so that's what I did clarify that though, and
Oh, okay.
I first, yeah, and I clarified, and Spirit was telling me, no, it's not that you were a twin in utero. It was, it's that you have a twin spirit outside of you working with you. Um, and what I'm seeing, the reason why I keep going like this is like I have you here, and it literally, it's like the spirit's like hovering around you, like in your within your arms, within your arm's reach, like this is, and almost like an orb, you could even say is what I'm saying. And it feels like this being is helping you. I keep saying he, so maybe it's like it identifies more as a male figure, but this twin's purpose, their mission is to be a support for you in this, in helping you, almost like your psychic accountability partner in this lifetime to help you navigate. I just heard Spirit say the word navigate through, um, to help you navigate through refining those skills and to also have someone directly to talk to almost like practice with. Okay. Um, so I'm just offering that to you as information that I'm getting. Yeah, and so that you can decide if you'd like to call on that twin and say, I would like to communicate with you. I would like to talk with you. I would like to, because we have to open up the invitation. This being has always been around you and with you, but you have had to be the one to initiate the process for them to go in there and say, okay, oh, finally you're ready. Now we can get to work. Um, so that's something I just want to offer to you. Um, Now, Spirit's guiding me to give you a little guidance on how to start. This is how one of my teachers first told me, and from things I also seen, and then just things I also just did to help develop my psychic medium work. And one is just saying, okay, I would like to just outward, I would like to connect with the beings, you can call them however you, I say beings of love and light, the angels of the heavenly realm, the beings, the spirit guides, that are of my highest good, that are of my highest good and love and or in loving intention, right? So you could say something like along those lines. Um, and I would like to connect even more specifically to this twin being of love, using that word. Now, if you want to place a name to the person, you can create your own name. But I would highly suggest, because this is what I was clearly getting for you, is to practice listening by asking what is their name. Asking what is their name, so then you can practice receiving the information and being the conduit. And in this way, this is how that twin being is achieving its goal of what it was supposed to do with you by being an accountability partner in you developing the skills, being that practice person, that practice spirit with you. And so you can do this with the intention of connecting. I would like to connect to that twin spirit of love and light. Um, and first specifically asking, like you would get to know and practice getting to know this being, And the reason why, so that you can practice listening. So you can really practice listening. And I just feel really excited for you. And it's going to be cool because then it'll allow you to practice not making up your own decision about what that being is, the name of the person, and all this, even taking away the tendency to want to kind of envision something on our own, like envision a body or something to make it easier to connect. The intention is to help you cultivate the psychic skill of listening. Um, and so that is a large part of what I'm hearing this twin is for you. So when you ask the questions, then your job is to practice listening. But first, you have to open the door and invite the relationship and then cultivate the relationship by asking questions. Well, who are you? Let me know who you are. Tell me about you, that kind of thing, and practice listening. And then from there, you would, so this is where I'm in the process of creating a psychic course for people who are needing to or wanting to access their intuition more and access these skills and develop that. And so at any point, once that's ready, you're so welcome to join in that. But there's
Thank
so
you.
many other people. Yeah, there's so many other wonderful psychics and mentors and all this stuff who also offer this kind of coaching where they can help you practice that, practice shield of protection and also how to take care of yourself in being a conduit. And there's so much more if you're wanting it to be a business and all this other stuff. Um, one of the things that I feel to give you is um, as you're practicing listening to this person, um, I would, I'd say start with meditation. Do you already have a meditation practice?
Hmm.
Yeah, what does that look like for you?
I mean, every morning and every night I'm in scripture or I'm uh, writing out or journaling and I'm doing uh, meditations daily to set a tone for the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I say this too, I'm just kind of giving you a head start in a sense because I had I found out years ago I was a psychic, but I didn't know about a psychic mediumship. Like I said, those are two different things. And I went to um, what do you call it, a festival or something a while ago, years ago, and a psychic medium told me that I would be doing the same thing that she was doing. At the time, I knew that already because I psychically sensed it, and the readings I was already doing with myself and other things told me that, but I didn't tap into the mediumship part yet. My psychic readings were telling me I was going to go into mediumship. My spirit team was telling me that. And so when I met her, it was just more confirmation of that.
Mm.
But as quick as it came, I didn't expect that and how it even happened. I didn't expect the process of mediumship being developed and activated in me, that capability. I didn't expect how the process would happen. Um, and so one of the things that had to definitely happen, and I felt intuitively just to deepen, was my meditation practice. And so I hear how you're saying that you do meditation. And so I just would like to challenge you to practice meditation from a more listening perspective rather than from a asking, praying, even reading something, from from a more receptive perspective and process, being in allowing yourself to be open, right? Rather than a activity, doing something, right? Focusing on something. And this is like practicing that muscle of being a conduit, of being the vessel. Um, so I just want to give that to you, and I know that will be very helpful
Thank
in
you.
your journey. Yeah. Um,
Yes.
and um, so again, so that would definitely look like you just sitting in silence as best as you can until you can cultivate the skill of meditating, even in some place as loud as New York, in the middle of New York, with all that noise around you, and yet you can still be still and just listen to your intuition and to spirit guides, and you can tell the difference, right? That takes time to cultivate that level of meditative focus. And to so at first you would just practice in your controlled space where you can control if there's silence or not around you. Practice being in that silence and sitting uh, with the intention of listening. Sometimes to get into that mode, I will start with prayer, um, just to get my mind out of the focus of whatever I was doing before, and to also ask for protection, a shield of white light protection around me as I'm opening up myself. And then I allow myself to drop into meditation pretty quickly. And I'll be in a sitting meditation depending on the day, um, what I got to do. But I could be all day. I could be 3 hours or more sometimes. So if I have days that I have the time, I'll do that. But if I don't have the time, it will be like anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. But at first, when I did that, it started with only 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. And I could barely even do 5 minutes at first because I was just like antsy. I had a lot of stuff going on within me that I didn't know. And I had to do a lot of purging, healing, and clearing of stuff in me and ancestral first. And then also, too, there were times when my babies were smaller where I couldn't get silence space or anything. So I had to pretend that I was in the bathroom for 5 minutes, that I was using the bathroom. I closed the door there and then practice just for 5 minutes. And in that way, that's how I worked that muscle of
Hmm.
practicing to listen. And then there's more in this, which I'm going to be teaching, and I teach in my meditation classes as well at studio and other things. But there's so many people online as well, if that you can, and in books and whatnot on meditation, on channeling, on psychic, development, and to learn this skill. And it's a great skill to invest time into, a beautiful one. And what I learned too is that with this skill, age doesn't matter. Anybody can learn it, learn how to do a meditation, a deep meditation that allows you to be a clear conduit. Um, So yeah, so please take that with you, and I hope that I can't wait to hear, throughout time how the journey progresses for you in that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you are very powerful.
Well, thank you.
Um, yeah,
I appreciate you seeing me today.
yeah. So we do have a few more minutes. We have about 5 more minutes, and so. Was there any last minute questions that you had? Because there's some more information here that came out that I wanted to get to, but we're running on time.
Yeah.
But is there more questions you want?
I mean, definitely it's like relationship, but before I do that, I just have to say you are incredibly beautiful and luminous, and your profile is utterly ridiculous. You're just a stunning, stunning person. So wanted to get that
Oh,
out
thank you.
before you left. But yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate you.
it's true. But yeah, the relationship.
Oh,
Uh-oh, did I lose you? Yeah,
yeah, there we go. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry, I wanted to get a screenshot there for the thing. But yeah, I appreciate that. So you said relationship. Yeah.
yeah. Feel like I've been
Um,
patient. I'm like,
yeah. Okay. So you're looking for, you want to go. So this reading it, it came to be about career.
mhm,
And so you want to go into a romance type of reading. So we can do another one for that if you'd like.
okay,
I don't mind scheduling for that.
okay,
Um, because I know there will be more information
okay,
there.
more involved. Okay,
Yeah, and where everything, so I we have a few more minutes now, so I want to give you a little bit um more of whatever came out here. Let's see here. Yeah, I was progress. Okay, Spirit's telling me progress. So I'm going to read this to you real quick. This says daily progress. And this makes sense why that came out because I was hearing like a daily practice with the reverence of your soul invoking God's presence, for He is the essence of everything. Ignorant or wise, we are His children. Pray to Him to make you realize that you are immortal. This makes a lot of sense to me because I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to again your faith, going back to faith, it's and for you to really realize how divinely powerful you are. um Follow the highway of meditative communion that leads to him. Okay, yep, that's what that was saying. Yep, so this is talking about meditation, for you to do that meditation practice. Live each day in reverent accord with God's laws and he who guides the destiny of the world, including your own destiny. Um, will plan your tomorrow for you according to acts of today. Work for the establishment of one universal law, one freedom, one brotherhood, one communion with the one God. Make each day a step upward on the ladder of your realization of his wisdom and joy. Um, and that part where it said, will your tomorrow, um, or no, plan your tomorrow for you according to acts of today. And what I was getting more from that is like daily meditation, like the exercise. Like for some reason, Spirit's really wanting you to focus on like some daily habits, to help build that faith. And then the last thing I want to say, it makes sense to me why I was brought to this card for you, which is just a little card I had on the side that I had for me, and it says faith is your shield. And so this that puts a bow on this whole reading for me to understand that Spirit's really going to want you to it's almost like cultivate a divine shield around you as you're building your faith. It's like this naturally is the shield that is coming and that is happening. Um, and I'm not sure necessarily why Spirit's saying a shield, because I feel like, well, what is it that you're needing protection from? So that could be something in the future where it's like, there is this, you're going into this, I want to say, impenetrable version of yourself. It feels, where you cannot be messed with, you cannot be questioned even. It
Great.
feels like, yeah. And yeah, and it feels like there's this, I don't really know how to explain it, but it feels really good, this shield. But it's requiring cultivation though.
Okay.
Because the last thing I did learn, I'm gonna say this to you real quick. The last thing I did learn was that even though like I pray for the white light of protection every day, I pray for the Holy Spirit protection. I learned on an energetic level, there's different layers of shields of protection, just like we have like we have our physical body, we have our energetic body, we have our emotional body, like there's different layers to us. And in a sense, there's different shielding layers as well. Um, and if the the level of your shield, I feel like is directly correlated to the level of your faith. And because you are so powerful, how um, powerful you believe in thyself, in the capability that you have as being a omnipresent being, so should your shield and your, um, I'm hearing the word revelations, um, cultivate uh, this impenetrable space. But also, I'm hearing like revelations for all the people that you're going to be serving, all the people that you're going to be serving in your work. Your faith is directly connected to their results. Okay. So that, I hope that makes sense for you.
That makes sense. It does.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's almost like, your lack of faith will not be able to achieve for other people. You um, if you're lacking faith, then your message is not going to activate people the way they need to be activated. So in your high faith, doubtless faith, then people are activated and will achieve their goals. Yeah. So that daily practice of meditation and certain things are necessary. But
Okay.
okay, yes, let me know. So would you like to schedule another reading or do you want
I'll
to sit on this
I
and
need I'll need to look at my calendar. I know next week
yeah,
is gonna be busy, but I'll do that and circle back.
yeah, yeah. And then we can address the romance part as well.
Okay.
That would be another thing. And well, thank you for joining me. How do you feel?
I feel good.
You
There's
feel
just
good?
a lot to ingest and take in and
Yeah.
grasp. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Well, thank you for staying open to the general message that is wanting to be most heard, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then next time, if you also do have a specific question, you could always have that ready as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to
Thank
you
you,
soon.
Jasmine. Bye.
Good night.
You too.